What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, let's talk about the rewards that you can get from the upcoming collaboration event in ROX. But before we start the video, do you have problems AFK grinding in ROX? Do you always worry that you may overcharge or the battery of your phone, tablet, or laptop may overheat? Do you worry about your electricity bill when grinding using your personal computer that is running for days non-stop? Or do you encounter intermittent connection from your internet service provider, which disconnects your character when AFK grinding? Well, if that is the case, then UgPhone can solve all of your problems. UgPhone is a cloud phone that runs independently in the cloud, and it does not consume the memory or battery of your physical device. Even if you close the UgPhone app, your game will still continue to run in the cloud, which makes this the perfect phone for AFK grinding for 24 hours, 7 days a week non-stop.
Nice.
You can also run multiple instances of UgPhone in one account, which allows you to play and grind multiple games simultaneously. As you can see, my Shura and Royal Guard are AFK grinding at the same time. UgPhone is available in Google Play for Android, App Store for iOS, Windows Store for PC, and you can also use a web browser to run UgPhone. So if you want to try out UgPhone, you can use my link shown in the description below. And you can also use my invitation code, which really helps me out. So thank you guys, and thank you UgPhone for the sponsor. Now let's get back to the video. If you haven't seen or heard about the upcoming collaboration event in ROX, this event will be available starting December 1. And the featured anime for this collaboration is ReZero Starting Life in Another World. Now, I'm assuming that everyone already knows this anime, because this is one of the most popular animes in the world, especially during the past decade. Even I am a big fan of this anime. However, if I'm going to be honest, if this is the featured anime, I feel like the best costumes that will be added in the game are for female characters. I mean, if you've watched this anime, you know what I'm talking about, that's for sure. But anyway, I'm not here to talk about the anime. I'm here to show you the rewards such as the costumes and cards that we can get during the event. So first off, let's check out the costumes that we can get in-game. This video was posted by ROX a few days ago, so this will be the official costumes that will be available during the event. See, I told you, the costumes for the female characters are much better than the male. Although, I must say, I really like the casual and formal costumes of Natsuki. So I hope that I can get those when the event comes. But if I'm going to be honest, the Rem and Emilia costumes are on point. Maybe I should change my Shura's gender to female. Nah, I'm just kidding. Anyway, let's now check out the available gold and blue cards that we can get during the event. Starting off with the Natsuki gold cards, this is quite interesting, because the stats of the day card is geared towards a specific type of monster, which is dragon monsters. I'm not so sure if a lot of players will want this card, not unless if they are targeting specific monsters during MVP and mini hunts. For the night card, this is more catered for the physical penetration build, as it gives the players 31.5% physical attack and final physical penetration. What's more surprising is the set effect of the gold cards. Although it doesn't really indicate it here, I feel like the set effect below will only work when you have equipped the day and night cards. This is quite good, as you will have a resurrection effect when your character dies in the game. This is similar to the Osiris card effect for accessories. However, I find it odd that the cooldown time is not indicated in the description. If I remember it correctly, the Osiris card's cooldown effect is around 300 seconds after the effect has been used. I feel like the cooldown of these gold cards should be similar to what we have from the latter. Next up are the RAM gold cards. For the day, this is catered for critical builds in the game, as it has a final crit of 31.5% and crit damage bonus of 63%. Pretty good for a headgear card. For the night card, this can be used by either penetration or crit builds, as this adds physical attack and final damage bonus. The set effect is quite insane, because you will get a boost in your final physical and magical damage bonus, and it turns your armors into an undead attribute. I feel like this is quite strong in PvP, because if you check the element chart of the game, the poison element is a negative against an undead attribute. In addition to that, you are immune to debuffs for a few seconds. Now that I think about it, this effect is really decent in PvP. For the Emilia gold cards, the day card is for the cloak, which gives the players additional physical defense and HP, while the night card is for the armor, which gives us magic defense and vitality. Really decent survivability cards, however, it has a very unique set effect. Whenever you attack or you receive damage, you will have a chance to cast an Ice Hammer, which deals adaptive fire damage to enemies. Quite weird, but at the same time, it can also freeze the enemies for a few seconds, and they will remain frozen even if they are attacked. Again, this effect is pretty good in PvP. The funny part about this is that it can be triggered every 3 seconds, so there is a chance that your opponents will be frozen during your entire battle. Next on the list are the RAM cards. For the day card, it gives magic attack percentage and magic damage bonus. Obviously, this is for the magic type jobs like the wizard. Same with the night card, it gives magic attack percentage and final magic penetration. The set effect of this card is quite overwhelming when you read the description. However, if you put it into summary, it will basically increase your next attack once the effect is triggered. Now, moving on to the more F2P friendly cards, which are the blue collaboration cards. There are 2 available blue Natsuki cards, one for the accessory and one for the shoe. Again, this is quite interesting because the accessory card has a specific monster attribute, which is for dragon type monsters, while the shoe card has a damage reduction for demi-human monsters. I guess this is better if you are targeting those specific attributes in PvE. Just a reminder that the players in this game is not a demi-human nor a medium-sized monster. ROX doesn't follow the conventional stats used in PvP. That is the reason why we have PvP stats instead. Moving on to the RAM blue cards, for the accessory, we have water and neutral element enhancements, while for the weapon, we have additional physical attack. For the Emilia blue cards, the armor is for HP and SP regeneration, although if you ask me, you can easily get these stats in the Divinity system. For the cloak, you can get earth and wind damage reduction. And last but not the least, we have the RAM blue cards, which provides fire and wind enhancement for the headgear and magic attack percentage for the weapon. Overall, the cards are very decent and very useful in certain situations. Like what I've mentioned, some of the cards are very strong, especially if you are targeting specific monsters in PvE. And some of the set effects of the gold cards are also strong in PvP. So it really depends on the player's preference on which set of cards they are going to target during the event. What are your thoughts on the costume and cards for the upcoming collaboration event? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, Don't forget to leave a like, and if you want to see more ROX content, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. GG!
You're a superhero.